The stream will be beginning shortly. It's nice to have you all here today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you all here today. Thank you for joining. It is a Good Friday. Yes, indeed. The week has finally come to an end. This week was so long. Like, my goodness. It just felt like an eternity. So, I am happy that it is over. Time to enjoy the weekend and just relax. Yes, indeed. Today we are playing Final Fantasy. It has been a while. It has been a while. So I'm probably gonna die a lot. I've had to take so many breaks due to health issues. So this is just gonna I'm so rusty. I haven't even been playing during my free time. So we were doing this side quest for the main story for post ARR to unlock the crystal towers. So that is what we are working on. The Legacy of a Lag is the quest that we are on. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analyses, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lunasia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamara mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. So we are off. If I can remember how to teleport and do stuff. Not that, apparently. We teleport to... Airport. Well, not that. Also, we should probably mend our gear. Hello, Taylor. Welcome in. We are just getting reacquainted. It has been so long since I have played this game. I've had to take such a hiatus. Okay, water crystal obtained. Survey the designated location in the mines and slay the kobold sentry to obtain a flawless earth crystal. I don't know where the mines are. There we go. That made it easier. It was hiding beneath the capybara body. It's silly crochet hook. Okie dokie. Deliver the flawless crystals to him. Time to go back to Mordona. Lots of teleporting, my friends. I feel like I went the wrong way. I did go the wrong way. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? Why, mighty fine, my friend. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beastmen, or the Beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Zia. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanalin, the latter in Natalin, the roost of the Ixal and the hills of Karthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. I'm unattuned to that one. What? Thank you for the lanterns. Looks like I've got some flying to do. As soon as I figure out how to turn myself about. Can't believe I'm not attuned to this one. That was easy. So, Ribby, I am well, thank you, Perk. We are at the Legacy of a Lag. We are doing the side quest for the Crystal Tower in post ARR so that we don't get stuck later. Because it is required for the storyline in order to progress. So I figured before we run into not being able to progress, we would just get it done now. Head back to Mordona. Yup, yup. Zia, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Yes, I was. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services yet again. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely ether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, ether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we required. When I contacted the guildmaster, however, I was informed that no ether sand was currently available, though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring ether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of ether sand we require. One of the 4, you say? Ah, Mr. Soren, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Reinarch. What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rembros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected ether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other three varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jemime over there. I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I have explained, the ether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget out as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Zia, it's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well, now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gill clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the bloomy ether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny that Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of our hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyhow, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all four varieties of ether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here. Even for you, lass, how are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the ether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, is this? Oh, it's like that, is it? All right, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other three varieties of elementally aspected ether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in North Thanolin who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of ether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanolin without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Haha. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is a squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a lawless-fallen lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it's called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old emulsion mithril mine. But I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. How could I be so stupid sneaking into a bandit's lair? It's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Yug! I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Zia? Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. Apparently, clearing my throat did something to my throat. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research, as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish, a very nearly fatal, but I did succumb to snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes that looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, The important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here with my put in my oh dear, it must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the ether sand in my stead. Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Zia. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. I did. Ugh. You're not agreeing with me. Zia, have you had any luck locating the ether sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect ether sand, and you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of Allegan knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that ether sand before there are any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, yeah. uh, Ozia, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employers are so damnable inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Zia has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Oh, right. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would trust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parsemerotret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where ether sand might be bought, it is he. Okay, one sec, you guys. I need to take a short break, and then I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whew. Flick, I did not mean to take a break right when you arrived. Poor Flick. Oh boy. The bathroom called my name though. I needed to go. Um, let's see, where were we? Um, Probably didn't need to share that. Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Especially with my bladder. Like, my bladder does not wait. Yes, stupid bladders. They're so stupid. Oh, hey! Oh no, not this character. This character doesn't have market. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase ether sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why I have not seen so much of a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set fool in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found. In an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Butusk nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Well, fine. Go to Quarry Mill. Yes, I am rocking White Mage. I'm not very good at White Mage, but I am indeed rocking White Mage. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment, you will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here, nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least. You will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me monogamous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of ether sand with you. The wind-touched variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixal logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Ooh. Yeah, Flick, if you didn't know, I'm actually like a healer main, so I play like a lot of healers in most MMOs and like RPGs and stuff. So, my main character is actually a scholar. Oop, I went the wrong way. Oh no. Hello, Goofus. Nice to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Long time no see. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of ether sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Doolahans. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into the ether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Oops. I don't want to fight him. I'm just gonna run away. Excuse me. I did a burpee. Thank you for the petals. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? Already happened, my friend. You've brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all four of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Zia here is the one who should be thanking. You should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there is nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegan's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of the oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our companion's creed? Our company's creed? Yes, yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to prompt tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of all the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint, it is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the ether sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable carrier I could not imagine. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Grahatia, one of the students of Baldician. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him, his eccentricities, and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. Noah. That is the name I have chosen for a little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the sons of Saint Coinarch, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation of our adventure is if our adventure is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical. And so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan archmagus. An archmagus? I like the sound of that. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Ready. Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Alleg beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambrios, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can, but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. The crystal tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is, one might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal things we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see how they work. Success. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. I always wondered, like, why doesn't it, like, hurt their hand when doing it? Is it just me? Like, it's a force field. Like, they're sticking their hand into. This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. We did it. So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with the anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Zia and I and a handpicked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Eorzea here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Zia and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of the ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Zia, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell, and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever it is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Zia. And now it is a duty. These are alliance raids that we are unlocking. Excuse me a moment, you guys. I'm getting a call. Okay, you guys, I actually need to go. I'm sorry. Something came up with my stalker case, so it's good news, but I still gotta go talk to people. So I've got some business to take care of, and I love you guys. Lots of love. Um, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And, yeah. I'm sorry to cut the stream short. I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.